How's it going, YouTube? Yeah, name of this channel, it's called My Spoken Word. My name's Kyle, by the way. Very nice to meet you. And Jake. I don't really know why I chose to do this. I've been getting a lot of praise recently, so I decided to transfer from Facebook to YouTube. First time, you know what I mean, so kind of nervous, but basically what we do on here is I write poetry and just stuff that's off the top of my head, get it onto a canvas and perform, essentially. Been doing it for a while now. I actually have 2 poems that are in this book. It's called The Last Word. It was written by Writing on the Wall, which was something I was a part of, thankfully, which gave me the inspiration and the passion to actually start poetry. Like, this is what I started off with, which is just a regular book with different poems from different days. It's weird, yeah. This is what I was like on the first day. I'll give you an example. My house, located at the end of a street in a little town by the beach. When you first see it, you'll think it's pretty small, until you put yourself through the door. 3 floors, well decorated, with a slightly modern home feel. A lovely wall painted the colour of roses. TV in the corner, channel turned to crime dramas. You let yourself venture further. First floor, so many doors, which one to choose? You choose none, and decide to head for the top of the house. What you find is the master bedroom with a king-size bed. The bedding you see before you is no ordinary bedding. Pardon my English, I was very well educated. The bedding you see before you is no ordinary bedding because moustaches. Oh, that was corny, that's why. You venture to the back of the house now, a small but narrow yard. Oh wait, my bad. A small but spacious yard with a shed and a pond. You hear birds chirping, you smell the flowers growing in the bushes, and smell of fresh water spewing from the water fountain. Located in the pond, by the way. That's it. We've explored now. Congratulations, this story is over, but as this story ends, I have nothing more to describe. My brain begins to wonder, and I start thinking about this book I was reading about a week ago. Right, my English is terrible, I'm so sorry. I'm going to redo that sentence, bear with me. But as this story ends, and I have nothing more to describe, my brain begins to wonder, and I start thinking about this book I was reading about a week ago. The book title was called Lord Loss. It was a story about the world of magic and demons. Yeah, that's what I first started doing. Over like the days, weeks, months, I gradually started to see a change in the way I wrote things. Like, I think I might have been able to finish this one, but I'll say this one as well. Life is a precious thing. The way you live determines how you are as a human being and how society will treat you. Now, here is what I think about that sentence. It's false. I'm going to tell you a bit about my life. You see, I was born in 1985. 1990s kids for the win! Before all this Wi-Fi shit, which I'm now hooked to like a 2000s kid. Life for me was just beginning. I knew only of the positives that life brought. I didn't believe there were any negatives. No one ever does. Everyone wants to be optimistic. But boy, was I wrong. You see, on the year 2000, my life was never the same again. For, as you see, my dad left. There were no goodbyes, only awkwardness as I stood there rewind. There were no goodbyes, only awkwardness as I stood there motionless as a statue. And then I'd rewrite it from that, which is life is a precious thing. The way you treat others is how you will be treated. The way you live will determine your future. I have a few things to say about these sentences. Firstly, it's true that life is precious, but I wouldn't classify it as a thing. I would describe it as a right that every living being has. Secondly, I believe that treating people how you want to be treated is nothing more than a delusion. Because during my life, that has yet to happen to me. In primary school, I tried to make friends with everyone, as you do, but there were people that bullied the shit out of me. Shit. No matter how kind I was, high school wasn't a breeze. Once again, I found myself at the bottom of the chain, putting a brave face on for the sick joke that life has played on me. See, as I didn't get to finish it, but like I said, over the years, it's become a big thing of mine to do. It's been a while since I picked up the pen, I will admit, but we'll bang what we'll do today. Call this episode The Introduction. Basically, my channel is going to involve a lot of what you've just heard, more than probably. There'll be a few vlogs, like personal vlogs, not about poetry, just about my daily life. I'll get into that later on. I don't know. It's a mixed channel. It's not just poetry. If you like music, if you just like someone talking to the camera, if you like games, if you like poetry, whatever your thing is, I'll try my best. I won't try and do too much at once. I'll have a set week, so I'll upload a video a day, preferably around this time, so 8 o'clock onwards, and every week it'll be different. So one week it'll be poetry, next week it'll be a bit of gaming, and the week after it'll just be talking to the camera directly, and other days it'll just be me out and about, in the streets, just doing fuck all really. That's it. But yeah, anyway, this week I'll go to me published. It's not publicly published, it was just published for us, people who were doing writing on the wall. So I'm not too sure which one I should do. I'll tell you what, I'll do, yeah, right. This poem, literally, I must have rewritten about 4 or 5 times before I found the perfect one to put into this book. I think I already said it's called Mother Earth. I'd written it last year, so there's a part in here that says I have been here for 22 years, so ignore that. I'm not 22 anymore, I'm a year above that, 23, because I'm a big boy. Boom. But I wrote this because no, I wrote it because I feel like there's a lot wrong with the world, and that enough people are just turning a blind eye. They're not really doing anything about it. The best way to do something about it, speak your voice. You know what I mean? Don't be part of the masses and all that fucking hoo-ha. Anyway, it's called Mother Earth by yours truly, Cal McCall, aka, I'll just call myself aka Thermal Ginger. Thermal Ginger, my spoken word channel, fucking hashtag jokes. Anyway, begin. Dear floating orb of land and sea, known as Mother Earth, I have been here for 22 years now, and yet, still a mystery to me. Each year, happiness and memories are created for my brain to indulge in at its own delight, like a family enjoying their food. But each year there is sadness and pain to be found. This is what I call the scale of life. If there is too much happiness, believe me, life has a plan to bring sadness barreling right around that corner to completely fuck you up. I want to tip the scale in our favour, so we can all experience this happiness. I have here with me a list of demands for the world, for anyone who's listening to me. I demand war ceases to exist. Violence cannot be solved with more violence. It only breeds destruction and pain in the hearts of people involved and the people around them. I demand poverty to be a nightmare, not a reality. For this I'll need your help. And, okay, don't know why I'm asking, but the government, if they want to. They're not willing to listen. I could try and win the lottery. It's a good go. But if that doesn't work, giving them a free meal, telling them that you're fighting for them, or just even stopping for a conversation does go a long way for anyone. Last on my list, wasn't a very big one, I will admit. Didn't want to lose the audience when I was performing this, so bish bash bosh. I demand that companies and people alike stop discriminating. See, fun story. I used to have long hair. I used to have piercings. You wouldn't think that's much, but it became a stigma wherever I worked. Wherever I worked, because I had these, I would get singled out and bullied constantly. I'd left plenty of jobs beforehand, before finding the one that eventually suited me. True, I don't have them in now, but that was a personal change of mine. I chose to do that. There's no one else's. I specifically decided that it was best for me to change, just to make me feel better. Anyway, I demand that companies and people alike stop discriminating against people for how they look, like I've just said, the gender, the race, the sexuality, or the beliefs. These things are important to a person. They shouldn't be made fun of, because at the end of the day, we're all human. Like I said, it wasn't very long, so that concludes my list. I believe that what I'm asking for is not too much, and it isn't too difficult. Well, apart from me winning the lottery, slightly out of my reach, but you know, if I can't win the lottery, scratch cards next best way, right? Ha ha ha, next best way. There we go. Anyway, I've been heard by you, the audience, which is a very good start. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to leave the ball in your court. Live life the way you want. Don't use other people as stepping stones to do so. Instead, help them to move forward with you. Don't belittle others. Be friendly and kind. Show everyone the meaning of friendship. Don't be the one to start the fight. Be the bigger person and walk away. It takes more courage to back down than to step up. Okay? See, because I'm a pacifist. Yes, a pacifist is essentially a glorified coward in some people's minds, but in my mind it shows that I know another way of resolving things other than my fists. I use words, jokes, silly jokes by the way. It's like, why does a cow have hooves instead of feet? Because it lactose. Oh, shit. But anyway, I believe that if we all take heed of the words that have been said today, as family, as friends, and as future friends, we'd be helping the thousands of people who are grateful to us for hearing their cries of pain, which have only ever been heard by the silent night. Only when we unite as one and demand what is rightfully ours will we be able to tip that scale. And once this happens, we'll all find the happiness we truly deserve. Second time I performed that this week. If you want to see the other two videos, they're not on YouTube, they're on Facebook, but you know, just go add Kyle McCall, go follow Kyle McCall, and I'll yeah, I wouldn't really know how to sign off on these because there's too many intros out there and too many outros, so I'm just gonna say milk drop. Peace.